Hi, I'm Bree Lambert with USL.TV, and joining me is Seth Swanson. We are at the finish line of the 2015 Western States Endurance Run, and Seth is our second overall male finisher today. So Seth, tell me, how are you doing? How are the legs?
I'm tired. My legs are shot. I spent everything I had, but it feels good to sit down. I had a great day, and
yeah, let's kind of pick apart your day a little bit. So when I saw you, actually, I'll tell you when I saw you. I was at Devil's Thumb. It was roughly about mile 47.
Yep.
And you were following closely behind Francois at that point and Rob. And you were making your way into the canyon, into El Dorado Canyon at that point. And so as you approached that canyon with those two gentlemen in front of you, tell me a little bit about what was going through your head.
Okay. Can the viewers hear the rush in the background?
They probably can,
that's
but
a
if
great
you
soundtrack. Sorry.
That's
yeah.
okay.
So I was actually a bit behind those guys. Francois and Thomas kind of, really went after those canyons and really just. And I kind of figured they would. It seems like that's kind of more in their wheelhouse from what I know of those guys. And so they were really pushing those
That's
canyons.
right, because Thomas was at that point ahead of you. That's correct. Yeah.
Yep. And Rob kind of pulled away from me as well there, and it was tough. It just got hot early this year, and it just stayed hot. And I was really drying out on those canyons and just going through all my water, and so it was really tough. So I wasn't moving very fast.
So given that you weren't moving very fast and it was starting to heat up and you were basically going down for about 2,600 feet and then you have to climb out of Michigan Bluff, what did you do to conserve your energy knowing that you still had to make it out of the canyons essentially?
Yeah. So I didn't push the downhills very hard. It's pretty abusing on the quads and the legs. So kind of took it easy going down, just knowing that there's a lot of race left, and I didn't really want to, blow up going down. And then, just like I said, because I was drying out, I was going through all my water. I kind of just had to slow it down a little bit more and just be a little bit more conservative and not expend, extra effort and require more water that I didn't have. I mean, it was great last year when, maybe not great, but because of the fire, the American fire in 2013, the hanging bridge wasn't there, so we got to cross the river, and I actually filled up my water bottles there last year, and so that was kind of an added bonus, and we didn't have that option this year.
Right, exactly. So talk to me a little bit about when you started to think about changing the position of, where you were in relation to the other gentlemen. So talk to me a little bit about that, kind of the mind set that you had, your approach.
I'm trying to think of where I pulled past Thomas. It was must have been on the last canyon climb, just towards the top. I was really actually kind of surprised to see him. I thought those guys would have been long gone, but
he was right there.
He was right there, yep. And I just kind of kept with the effort I was going, and it was enough to pass him there. And then as I was going up from Bath Road into Forest Hill, Francois was right there, and he pulled into Forest Hill, just, a few strides in front of me, and then he was still there when I left.
And then at that point, when you got to Forest Hill, did you say to yourself, okay, I'm at Forest Hill, I've got 38 miles to go, I was here last year, I know what this looks like, and did you reset and then just, press forward and kind of refresh yourself?
Yeah, so just coming out of there, I mean, the rest of the course is really runnable, which, almost makes it harder.
Yeah, right.
Because if you're not running it, you're kind of just bleeding time.
Right.
I was conservative going through the canyons, probably for other reasons, but I was ready to cruise. So
Yeah.
It was good.
And you knew that you had that energy to just basically hold your place at that point?
I don't know about that. I didn't know who was behind me, and it's tough because, some guys can just surge right there, and I had no idea who was behind me and what they were capable of doing, and they could have just surged on those, kind of rolling, runnable terrain, and they could have just eaten up time on me, and so, so I wanted to run. At a pace I felt was, strong enough, or, I could either make up time or at least hold my own. That's what I kind of just try to do, is just keep it steady.
Right. So when you felt like you locked in your position, I don't know, was there anything going through your head, I guess? Did you say, okay, I've got second place, I'm super happy, my time's better than it was last year? I mean, did any of those thoughts go through your head as you were making your way,
to be honest, I didn't really think about that until I got to Roby Point,
Okay.
You just never know. I mean,
That's interesting. So you were still considering, or the possibility of having somebody essentially come up behind you and surge ahead, and then you have to push to maintain that second place position.
I was hoping that wouldn't happen for sure, but you never know. I mean, I could have, easily taken my mind off it and tripped and fall and maybe set me back. So I was just really trying to stay focused, the job at hand, and keep things steady to not lose too much time, or if possible, make up more time. And
let me ask you this: so second place finish overall this year. How do you feel about that? I mean, is it, to Rob? I mean,
I am really psyched about it. It's
great.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Rob is an incredible athlete, and this course obviously displays his strengths, and it takes a lot to keep up with Rob Carr after Forest Hill, and hats off to him. I mean, it's really impressive, and he was out there pulling me again. I was just trying to do my best to eat some time up, from him, but obviously not possible. But
that's awesome. That's awesome. So next year you'll be back again.
We'll see.
So you're not going to say anything right now.
Not quite yet.
Perhaps.
Yeah, well, let's give it some time.
Perhaps. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, Seth, great to talk to you.
Thanks.
And again,
Thanks,
congratulations. Amazing performance today.
Thank you.
And
really
best of luck with whatever you do next. What is it that happens now? Are you going to kick your feet up for a little bit?
Yeah,
or?
I think I'll do that. Just have a little bit of downtime.
Good.
And get geared up for the next.
Excellent. Well, thank you again.
Thank you.
I'm Bree Lambert with USL.TV here at the finish line of the Western States 100-mile endurance run.